The Colorado Avalanche, they are the top story. Could have the Norris Trophy winner. They're accumulating points at just a fast pace since the calendar turned, and a little bit before that as well. They were the preseason Stanley Cup favorite here in Vegas if you want to make a few bucks, and they'll remain that way as well. So here's the playoff picture in the West. Should be fun. The Oilers are certainly in it. The Stars are in it. Can the Kings or Ducks hang on? The Blues at Central suddenly pretty strong with Blues, Wild, Preds, Avs. You think maybe one division will each get a wild card, so that could be very interesting down the stretch. The Stars will need a big kick. Let's talk about the biggest surprise there, Ray, of those teams in the West. Biggest surprising team, then pivot to your biggest surprising player. I know those are two different squads.
Yeah, I looked at Minnesota and I looked at Nashville, and they both really surprised me. But I thought Minnesota would be better, as they have been.
Right.
Nashville's blown me out of the water. I just can't believe how good they've been this year. UC Saros is having Vezina-type trophy number season, but Johansson and Duchesne have reignited their offense again. They had meetings in the offseason with John Hines. Man, he got them going again. Yeah. Roman Yossi's a terrific player.
Forsberg,
and Philip Forsberg, man, when he's in the lineup, completely different team. That has been my biggest surprise. As for a player, it would be Troy Terry.
Yeah.
Last year, he had 7 goals in 48 games. And they kept talking about there's more here for Terry. They sent him back to the American League. Well, this year, he's got 25 goals. He's more bold, I think, with the puck. I think he's a little more sure of himself. He's a 5th-round pick. Look, I was one of those guys, a 5th-round pick. You never really believe you belong until you get a little success. Now he's got it, and he's almost unstoppable.
Yeah, trying it in Jeannot in Nashville as well. He's a legit rookie of the year with his 14 goals. He fights. He's on the PK as well. All right, we love the trade deadline coming up in March and some big names who could maybe augment some of these big-time teams. What are you hearing, Emily?
All right, Ray, you've been waiting for it. Here's your Oilers update.
Good.
Let's go. Oilers.
They are looking for a goalie. They're looking hard. The issue is they're not willing to give up a first-round pick, which could limit some of their options. But they're looking at everyone from an Anton Khudobin to either of the Caps goalies. So keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, the Colorado Avalanche, they love their team. They think their time is now. And Joe Sakic is always sniffing around the big names. I was told that there's a lot of speculation around the league. If Claude Giroux is willing to go to a team not on the East Coast, the Colorado Avalanche would be that team. And Nashville, your team that you love, I don't think they're looking to add. David Poile is very fine with what he's got.
Yeah, but I think Giroux is so interesting, man. If he goes to a number of teams. Yeah.
And the one thing is, if he goes to a good team, he doesn't have to be the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can slot him in and move him around, and there's game there.
Yeah, he's a UFA after this year, so he certainly could get dealt and come back to Philly if he wanted to. But I really hope Claude Giroux goes somewhere. He'll make the playoffs more interesting.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.